Stick figure walking alone down a sidewalk holding a slowly deflating balloon, posture slightly slouched, surrounded by empty space. Have you ever met someone who treats their birthday like it's just another Tuesday? No big plans, no party. No, it's my day. Energy just normal. Most people think that's strange. But here's the truth. There's powerful psychology behind it. And it might say more about you than you realize. So let's talk about the psychology of people who treat their birthday like a normal day. Because understanding this can reveal how you see yourself and how you handle life. Small stick figure child sitting at a simple table with one cupcake and no candles, looking at an empty chair. Faint shadow of unfinished decorations in the background. Here's the thing. Birthdays are supposed to be about you, your life, your journey. It's the one day people say, hey, let's celebrate YOU. But not everyone feels that way. Some people would rather hide. They downplay it, ignore it, even pretend it doesn't exist. Why? Because birthdays bring up emotions most people never talk about: identity, self-worth, time, and expectation. And when you dig into it, it starts to make sense. Adult stick figure standing behind a half-drawn brick wall with cracks, calm but distant expression, symbolizing self-protection. Point 1. They've learned not to expect celebration. Maybe when they were younger, their birthdays weren't a big deal. No parties. No gifts, maybe even forgotten. When that happens enough times, you start to protect yourself. You stop expecting people to care, because disappointment hurts more than silence. So now, as an adult, they say things like, it's just another day. But deep down, it's not that they don't care. It's that they've trained themselves not to hope. If that's you, maybe you've built emotional armor, convincing yourself you don't need recognition. But remember, protecting yourself is different from healing yourself. You can't grow behind walls forever. Stick figure sitting cross-legged under a simple tree, notebook in lap, faint outlines of fading balloons and gifts around them. Point 20. They're deeply reflective, not materialistic. For some people, a birthday isn't about balloons or cake. It's about reflection. They see it as a personal checkpoint, a moment to think, where am I in life? What have I done this year? That's powerful, because it means they've shifted focus from celebration to introspection. Think about it. While everyone else is chasing attention, they're chasing meaning. They spend the day quietly, maybe journaling, walking alone, or setting new goals. That's not apathy. That's self-awareness. They don't need a crowd to validate them. They've learned that real growth happens in silence. Two stick figures, one offering a small heart, the other politely refusing with hands raised, showing shy uncertainty. Point 3. They might struggle with receiving love. Here's something most people don't realize. Some of the strongest, most independent people feel uncomfortable when others give them attention or kindness. It's not pride, it's unfamiliarity. They've spent so long giving to others that being celebrated feels awkward, almost wrong. When friends say, let's do something for you, they instinctively say, no, it's fine. Because deep down, they don't know how to receive. This often comes from childhood conditioning. Maybe they were taught not to make a fuss, or that needing love is weak, so they minimize everything, including their own birthday. But here's the truth: learning to accept love is also a form of strength. It's okay to be appreciated. It's okay to be seen. Stick figure sitting peacefully at a table with tea, looking out a window while a buzzing phone nearby is ignored. Point 40. They value peace over attention. Not everyone wants the spotlight. Some people are just tired. Life is loud. Social media makes every event a performance. So when their birthday comes, they'd rather have calm, no fake smiles, no forced fun, no pressure to post. They find happiness in doing what feels real. Maybe it's a quiet dinner. Maybe it's working on something they love. Maybe it's just treating it like any other day, because every day matters equally to them. That's emotional maturity. When you don't need an occasion to feel grateful. You celebrate life in small ways, every day. Stick figure standing before a mirror with a gentle smile, hand over heart, faint candle or cake outline glowing beside them. So what does it all mean? If you treat your birthday like a normal day, it doesn't automatically mean you're sad, or cold, or emotionless. It might mean you've outgrown the need for external validation, or that you've learned to find meaning beyond tradition. Or maybe, just maybe, you're still learning to let yourself feel worthy of celebration. Whatever your reason, It says something beautiful. You're evolving. You're thinking. You're becoming more self-aware. But here's something to keep in mind. You deserve to be celebrated, even if you don't crave it. You don't have to throw a big party. You don't have to make a post. But at least pause for a moment. Acknowledge yourself. You made it another year. You're still fighting, still growing, still here. That alone deserves recognition. Stick figure walking toward a sunrise with backpack, faint footprints behind, upward curving path. So here's your takeaway, whether you celebrate loud or quiet. Don't let the day pass without gratitude. Not for the party, not for the attention, but for the fact that you're still writing your story. And that's worth everything. Now, I want you to think about this. How do you treat your birthday? Do you hide from it, or do you embrace it? And more importantly, why? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see how many of us secretly feel the same way. If this video made you think differently, hit that like button. Share it with someone who always says, "It's just another day." And subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of self-growth. Remember, you don't need a special day to be special, but you do deserve to honor yourself every single day.